Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on YouTube, Bitchute and Facebook, all at True Divine 44. You can get me on Instagram and Twitter at The True Divine and anywhere else. I'm trying to set up a Patreon, I'm trying to set up other places, other platforms, just making sure and covering all bases. So I'll let you know when they are all set up. This is where I combine the tarot work that I do and the energy work that I do to bring a narrative to you to help guide you with what you might feel with the energies within you, around you, and within others to help you reach the highest potential. It's general, so whatever doesn't resonate, leave it, ditch it, and whatever resonates, take it, think about it, meditate on it, and use it for your best interest. That's what my aim is. So this is for the 5th of, is it the 5th? I'm going to check because I've kept getting the date wrong. And my lovely family on YouTube have kept keeping me right, which is exactly what I need. If anybody's gotten to know me over the time, I can be a little bit ditzy. And so, one second, now I don't know where the phone is to check the date because I can't minimize this now that I've expanded it if I'm recording. And this was going to be a quick video. Yeah, it's the 5th. Told you. So this is for the 5th of January 2020. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here. This 9 of Pentacles, if we look at it in the upright, you can see it's abundance, it's sustainability, it's dividends, it's everything that helps keep you and your loved ones sustained, and not just sustained, but having extra, having that abundance, whether that is in food, the house that you have, the car that you have, the job, whatever it is in the physical reality, but it's in reverse. And so this is where we are seeing, for me, because the Tower card comes in. I've just done a video on explaining the Tower, so please go and check that out. I hope it helps you because we're going to be seeing lots of Tower moments over the next year. And so this is where you see this Tower here. It's very dramatic, very sudden, it's very impactful. Now, where the Tower card is we're speaking of a lot of individual lives where families are falling apart, and there's a lot of that is sad. A lot of that is pushed by outside circumstances, but a lot of it is that a lot of people should have separated and should have moved in different directions from 2018. That was the message, to get with people who are really matching your frequency or who have similar thought patterns. And so if that hasn't been done, you might find that there is huge Tower moments within your family, or you might just be witnessing them in extended family. One of the things is that we are going to be seeing these on a huge scale in on the collective stage, the so-called powers that be. Now, a lot of them are just like that 9 and the 1-1. It's there is deliberately caused razing to the ground a lot of the towers that they have built up, the systems that they have built up. Why? Because they know we are coming into an age where we are going to be a lot more connected to the all, a lot more connected to self for those who choose to be on high frequency. And we're coming into this air age where there is an abundance of air. So you look at what they've been doing to try and constrain the air and try and make people feel like they can't have air. So they are just getting ahead like they do all of the time to try and hijack yet another cycle that would be good, that would be an upgrade for the collective. So a lot of even their systems that they've coveted for many years, the banking system, a lot of towers coming down because they are trying to hijack the next cycle and the next way of people being sustainable. We see that this is being caused also by buildings being shut down. Now, what this Tower card does is, yes, it takes off the top. It takes the crown away. The crown is built up of ego. Again, please check out that Tower video I did as a writing on the wall yesterday. It takes off the ego, but it gives you the opportunity to find the core strength. The building stands firm. The building is your true essence, your divine essence, your true divinity and sovereignty. So don't give in to this. Don't give in to the theft of your abundance. see where your grit is, where your independent thinking is, and you run your businesses as you see fit to protect your family. Don't be living by their outside towers. Don't be living by their ego. Again, there's a lot of ego involved in this. The crown is full of ego, the things that actually didn't match our frequency. So some of these towers are good for us and they need to come down. The ones that are naturally caused, not the ones that are being caused deliberately by the so-called powers that be, but the ones that are naturally caused in our lives, where relationships, all of those other things are seeming to come to an abrupt end. It might feel awful at the time, but actually once you start looking within, you might find that you see there was a lot of things wrong, and it was actually holding your creativity back, holding your movement back, holding your flow away. So we've got the next card as the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Swords. So this is where the Two of Pentacles, you're struggling, you're juggling two aspects of your reality, two aspects of your physical life, two worlds. It's coming to an end. We're going to have to be focused and choose a way forward and make it work. Have that grit, have that strength and determination that the Tower card has left you with, and choose a direct path. Stop juggling. And the Ten of Swords, represents an ending of a very difficult cycle in your life. So though it might not feel pleasant, it actually is for your benefit. We see that there's a lot of people seeing even the two sides of political parties, especially in the UK and the US. You're seeing that they've had you juggling when actually in the middle it's the same beast. And so even that distraction, people are going to be dropping that today. People are going to be seeing through some things today that are said and done by politicians on both sides that make you really question and bring in this cycle ending, which is exactly what we need. Now we've got the three here, major arcana, the mother in this deck, which is the Empress. So this is, look, she's got her generations, one within her womb, one on her hand, and she's got her horse behind her. Now this is so respectful. Just my daughter having horses, she taught me when to tell a horse no, because in their language, it's very rude for them to be right up behind you. They wouldn't do that to each other. If they did, they would expect a telling off from each other. So there's this invasion of space. Now here we see that this horse isn't being held tightly. This horse is just respectful. And this is called, what is it called? Is it following on or join up or something? My daughter taught me how to do it. So she goes in a field, even other people's horses join up to her and go in a path around her, beside her, but they stay at this respectful distance. And this is because she becomes the lead mare when she goes in. She absolutely speaks equine. And so she becomes the lead mare, and that's just energetically. And you see here the mother returning. Now this is super important because there is a huge wave coming into those who are ready to receive the mother's energy, the goddess energy that has been veiled and hidden from us, and our complacency gave it away from our mind's eye. And now we're coming into where a lot of people are. Wayne Steiger did a fantastic video last night, and we're going to be doing one together real soon about the mother, about the goddess, and this wave of divine feminine coming forward, and this respect that deserves. This is why we have the devil cards to clarify the mother. You see this star? This star represents divine feminine. It represents, each point represents a cycle in the divine feminine life cycle. What did they do? They turned it upside down, and they tethered us to things that are not good for us. They made us forget that in the right side up, this mother brings in the natural cycles, and they are terrified of it. They're terrified of this energy because this energy just demands respect, not with war, not with pain, but with compassion, with understanding. Just this, think of the Italian mama. You wouldn't dare, disrespect, the mama. My granny was like that. She was soft and gentle, but as a mother, actually, she chased the children around with a slipper. very rarely caught them, but they very rarely stepped out of line. And so this is where we see this respect coming in, and we need to have this for ourselves. Now, what we're being asked to do here is to release ourselves from all of the chains that bind us. Never mind, oh, well, we'll back this one because, yeah, he said this, but, you know, he didn't mean that. It was just, you know, the plan. Or in the UK, you know, yeah, we'll back that one because it's giving us a little bit of money. You know, ridiculous. We have got the power here within us that is surging through our reality right now for those who want to receive it, that will turn this star the right side up and actually release us from these chains that bind us. So even in our lower aspect, that will be full of creation rather than addiction. That will be full of freedom rather than being tethered. This is what we need to welcome in. The mother never left. We just let her go from our consciousness. Generation after generation, we lost more of the reverence and the knowing of the Divine Mother. And that is because there were a lot of games played, to disrespect the mother on all aspects, particularly in religion and politics. And so we have on the bottom of the deck, the Tower card. Please go to my video about the Tower. It will explain this so much. These people are terrified. They're terrified of this mother. They're terrified of the healing and creativity and abundance that she brings for the children. And so on the bottom of the other deck, we have the 8 of Cups, but it's in reverse. Now you see in the upright, this 8 of Cups, she's leaving things behind that she was previously emotionally tethered to. In the reverse, there's still too many of us that are clinging on to old things that do not work anymore. And that actually degrades this mother energy. That actually degrades this sovereignty and putting that star the right side up. And so we must leave those things behind, even if we do have that emotional connection to them. Is it a healthy emotional connection, or is it an emotional connection that makes you tethered to your lower aspect of self? So I've got to do a video with Doc, so I've got to rush. You probably tell because I'm talking real fast. I hope that helped. I hope that made sense to you. Make your day the best day ever and speak positively over yourself. Welcome that divine feminine energy in. It is there, just needing you to receive it in your consciousness. So much love, so much balance, and so much wholeness. If you want a personal reading with me where I won't be talking so fast, or any energy work, which is super important right now, or any spiritual guidance, spiritual coaching sessions, go to truedivinemedia@gmail.com to email me, or you can private message me on Facebook, True Divine 44. Love you all so much. Mwah. Oh yeah, share.